Why do all children's cartoons these days suck? Why has Hollywood become so soulless it can't even leave cartoons alone? Why is there no more days of guys like Tex Avery, Walt Disney, and a bunch of others who really just did cartoons because they loved it? And more importantly, why exactly is it no one can seem to tell the difference between animated series and kids' cartoons? Seriously, it's not that hard. For all these questions and more, it's time to cue title scene. First things first, gotta make this clear. A cartoon and an animated series are two different things. An animated series is an adventure that begins and just is a story being told that just happens to be animated, like Justice League, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and most animes. Then you get cartoons. This is where our problems begin. A cartoon is simply any sort of thing that is animated that is just relevant to what's going on at the time. These are like your Looney Tunes cartoons, Family Guy, Adventure Time. These are all things that aren't made to connect, and because of this, really don't have to be as well done as animated series. And going into a cartoon, I admit that. When I sat down to watch that god-awful Spongebob crap the other day, I knew it wasn't going to be good. I knew I probably wasn't going to be overenjoyed. My problem was, why did I end up hating it as much as I did? When it comes down to it, I should be able to accept SpongeBob as stupid and cute for kids, but I couldn't, and why not? So I sat down and watched online a bunch of older SpongeBob episodes from the first few seasons and found myself laughing. It was enjoyable, it was great. Again, it was all stupid, it was all silly, but it had a charm to it, it had a wit to it, it had a care to it. What I saw Monday night didn't care. It didn't want to be anything. It was just there to not even entertain, just shut kids up for half an hour. And that's the problem these days. In this country, we look at animation as being stupid and for kids, even though in reality, everyone loves animation. It's because in this country, we want to separate ourselves from the things that we love as children. And sometimes for good reason. Some adults take the things they like as children way too far. Others just kind of enjoy it. That's what I always try to do. I try to enjoy everything casually. You know, as you saw on Tuesday, I can get mad at stuff, at, animation, and all of that's fine. But just as long as I always bring it back to the reality, it's not real. And in reality, that should be the best part about animation, to take us out of our real world for a little while. Unfortunately, I feel like it doesn't always do that anymore. And part of that's just because the animators don't care. In the case of SpongeBob, a lot of them know they're just doing it for toddlers. Same goes for a lot of your Disney stuff and the other stuff on Nick. Now, occasionally you get a lot of what's on Cartoon Network, like your Adventure Time or your regular show, which do care, but those have always been the exceptions. The thing was, in the 90s, we had a plethora of cartoons and animated series that were well thought out, caring, passionate, that wanted to be something great. What changed? Well, what changed isn't SpongeBob's fault. It's not Fairly Odd Parents' fault. The people making the shows changed. It stopped being about passion, it stopped being about caring, and it started just being about making money. Which isn't a bad thing. Money, whether you like it or not, is what makes the world go around. But why does it have to be so bad? Well, no caring, no passion. Like I said, that's the problem we're having these days. The gap between what entertains adults and what entertains children, as far as TV goes, is growing, and it's poisoning things. Now you get Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which doesn't feel like a Marvel cinematic thing, it just feels like something stupid that's meant for kids and adults. And when something is stupid, doesn't matter who it's for, it's going to be stupid. So hopefully we can help that things get better. What's going to let things get better? Supporting the things we like. Everyone complained when Young Justice and Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes got canceled. They said they were great modern interpretations. They were beautiful, they were poetic, they were art. Well, guess what? No one watched them. If everyone in America watched these things, well, Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes would still have gotten canceled. Disney's just in it for the cash. Walt Disney's caring and compassion is gone. It's just about money. Let's just let Disney die, please. But, in the case of Nick, just don't watch Nickelodeon and things will change. So long as the audience is still there and they're still accepting subpar garbage is going to come. And if you want to stop the subpar garbage, support what you like. If you want serious animation, seek out serious animation. You're watching this probably on something now that has the ability to seek out what you like. Look for it. And if you just like dumb silly, enjoy it. It's not your problem. It's not your fault. At the end of the day, we're just living in a society that only cares about making money. But I personally believe if we all stand up for what we want, and if we sit down to watch it, it'll come. Haha, I said come a bunch in this video. But I'm serious. Leave a comment below if you agree with me, or what you think would work to help cartoons. Keep the conversation clean. And, subscribe below because, well, you want to watch the things that make things better, right? Huh? Keep watching me, huh? Huh?